So the reason I'm making this video is because I decided to try out other grips out there and see if this was even worth buying to begin with. And I'll share my thoughts as to why this turned out to be not as great as I thought it originally was. So I've had my Nikon Zf for a few months now. And if you recall, I actually made a video about the accessories that I used with it. And one of those accessories was this leather half case by a company called Ioris, which I found on Amazon. It's quite expensive at $120. The main reason I bought it is because after using this camera for a while, I basically agreed that the ergonomics just isn't that great. Sure, it's fine if you're using a very short lens or a small lens like the 40mm f.2 that came with the kit. I took out the case and I used this camera for a few weeks to see if I can get used to it. Sure, you can get used to it, especially if you have it on a strap anyway, but it doesn't change the fact that it is still quite hard to grip and you will force yourself to be more conscious with the way you hold the camera. I suppose that's a good thing. However, when you're in a hurry, it does kind of sit in the back of your mind that you might drop the camera if you don't have a good grip on it. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 grip extensions that I bought myself and basically tell you the things that I like about it so that you're not having to scramble through all these different videos talking about one specific grip. So hopefully this video can help you in some way. I'm going to start off with the cheapest one in this list. I'm not sure if this is the cheapest one that you can actually find on Amazon. This one's by Neewer. It's about $13 to $15. It's an L bracket with an extended grip in the front. Neewer is known for making very affordable yet decently designed products. The grip itself is metal, but it has a leather covering. It's not real leather. I don't think it is. For all intents and purposes, it's fine. It works. I do like this little red line in the front, if that sort of aesthetic is what you're looking for. There is a 1/4-inch screw here on the grip, which is nice because that lets you attach other things. If you want to attach like a different handle, you have that option. Underneath, you have 2 more 1/4-inch screws. The kit does include this little shutter extension button, which, to be completely honest with you, I would just consider this as a nice gesture. Feels very cheap. It looks kind of cheesy, and it's something that I personally would not use. I still prefer to use something like this, the one that I have, which is a gold shutter extension button. As for the grip itself, it's very simple to install. You don't really need any tools. Access to the battery and the SD card is pretty much the same. It does give you a better grip than the stock one, and if that is all that you care about, then this one is perfectly fine. So for something that's around $15, this to me is a no-brainer. You can get this and not feel bad about it at all. Up next, we've got something from SmallRig, and SmallRig is kind of like Neewer, but a little bit more premium. I do like the products very much. I think they're designed very well, and the quality is usually very good. This has a very similar design as the Neewer version. It has 3 1/4-inch screws at the bottom. There is no 1/4-inch screw hole here on the grip itself, but the grip is much wider and it's actually wrapped around with this very cushy leather rubbery material. What's surprising to me is how much better it actually feels. Installation is just as simple. No tools are required. And once installed, I was genuinely surprised at how good this thing feels. The grip feels much more natural, and I think it's mostly because it's a little bit wider, and also it feels nicer to hold because of that softer, cushier, and grippier material that they use. Access to the battery and the memory card is just about the same, although the opening itself is slightly wider or bigger, which to my eyes, just a tad bit better than the Neewer version. Some of you will also appreciate the fact that it does not have any additional design elements, making this grip look like it's actually part of the camera. And as expected, the build quality and feel of the SmallRig product just feels like it's just right for the price, which is around $40 to $50, depending on if it's on sale or not. So if you want that stock factory look, but with a better grip, I highly recommend you check out the SmallRig version. So finally, we're back to the Ioris leather half case that I bought for $120. This is certainly the most expensive in this video. It actually makes me wonder why I paid that much. Well, it's kind of obvious because of the look and because of the leather material, although I'm not really sure if it's actually genuine leather. It could be. I think the point of it is, as long as it looks and feels good, to me, it doesn't really matter that much. In the looks department, I think it's great. Off the bat though, I don't like the fact that it does not come with a tool because you will have to screw this in to the bottom of your camera. The construction itself is nice. It has a felt material inside to protect your camera from getting scratched. And that's quite important since this is a half case, meaning it's going to cover the front half of your camera. And because it's covering the front half, it changes the look. So another great thing about this grip extension is that they come in different colors. Underneath, you get 1/4-inch screw. The hole to access your SD card and battery is a little bit deeper and a little bit more narrow, which is fine, but it's not my favorite. Holding the camera itself is comfortable. I would say on par with the Neewer, but it just looks much nicer. My problem is this front part just doesn't extend far enough or wide enough. It's just like kind of in the middle, and the feel of it, it's not really that great. But again, if it's just grip or ergonomics that you're worried about, this will work fine. One design element I do like about this leather half case though is that since the leather goes all the way down and covers the very bottom part of this bracket, it makes it feel like it didn't even add any size to the camera, which is nice. I do like this little stamp at the bottom. I think that's a nice touch. The only question is it worth $120? Because essentially what you're paying for other than the usability of it is the design. So to end this video, let me just summarize my overall thoughts. If you're looking for something that is cheap and works, then get the Neewer one. It's not the best feeling product out there, but it does offer more attachment points. And if you like this red design element right here, then I think this is perfectly fine, especially for something under 20 bucks. If you're looking for more of a personality and maybe additional protection for the front half of your camera, then the Ioris leather half case is the one for you. It's not the best feeling out there, and I kind of just wish that they included a tool to make installation a little bit easier, but it works. It's a little bit too expensive for what it is. Had I done this way back, I would have happily settled with the SmallRig grip extension. I think it's the most comfortable to use and hold. It has 1/4-inch screws at the bottom, doesn't have one on the handle, which is completely fine for me, and it just looks the part. You don't lose that classic look of the Nikon Zf in any way, and I really just want to re-emphasize how comfortable this grip design is. It's much easier to hold, and it definitely gives you a lot more confidence when you're handling your camera. In terms of usability, look, and build quality, I think the small grip one is fairly priced at around $40 to $50. Maybe a little bit too expensive at 50 bucks, but then again, cages are usually like that. If you have a camera that costs this much, then you know how expensive accessories can be. But I think it's still fairly priced. The build quality is excellent, and it's just much nicer and easier to hold my Nikon Zf. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. For your convenience, all the links will be provided down below in the description box, and I'll see you again on the next one.